What's up, guys? My name is Victor. What this channel is going to be about is basically the really tough conversations that nobody really wants to have these days. Conversations where you really have to put yourself to the side if you're looking to grow as a person, even as a Christian. So, you guys are probably wondering about the mask. I'm going to keep it on for now. The reason being is that sometimes people will try to quickly tear others down. And that's something that I'm not really about here. I'm about working to your potential as best as you possibly can. The reason why this is very tough is because we live in a society where we have been lied to. And in that society, it's really easy to simply just conform to it, to be molded by it. And instead, what I'm saying is, and it's going to be kind of the title of this video, is you must carry your cross. Okay? You cannot be, as a Christian, you cannot be of the world. You can live in the world, but you cannot be of the world. We have a higher calling. We must hold ourselves to a higher standard, not because we think we're better than anybody else, not because we think if we are a better person then we're going to get more stuff. Not at all. I'm talking about pure humility, humbleness, trying to be good for the people around you because it's the right thing to do and to be happy about it. So I'll go ahead and shrink myself down here, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about carrying the cross. See, most people in our life, they think that for you to really grow as a person, you just have to trying to keep taking and taking and taking. That's not the case, guys. Biblically speaking, you pretty much have to give up everything to gain everything. Similarly, if we want to think of a comic book reference, right? Think of Rune King Thor. Rune King Thor went through a crazy trial where he lost both of his eyes, he hung on the world tree, he maxed his physical life out to gain eternal life, in a sense. In a similar manner, we have to give up all of our worldly treasures to gain heavenly treasures, because this life here on earth is not as important as you think in the grand scheme of things. The other thing is here too is you can't listen to the voices in your head sometimes, like your conscience, that wants to place you above others. Like, oh, thank God I'm not as bad as this person, right? Thank God I'm not in this person's situation. That is so unchristlike, and that's more Pharisee-like. In fact, the Pharisees would often pray, Lord, thank you that I'm not like these sinners over here. The truth is that we are all sinners. We are all imperfect. And we need to work on making sure that our heart is in the right place, that we're being humble as we should be humble. You're always presented with two choices with everything that you do. Good and bad, right? If you pick the wrong one, you're denying God's grace. And basically what I was meaning going off of that is when you carry your cross, that means you're denying yourself. And usually that's denying some kind of sin. It's a very tough thing to do. It's a very tough thing to fight. And unfortunately, the world would have you believe that even if you do like these little things here and there, they think that's going to lead you to solving the problem. It's not. The problem lies in one's heart. You have to truly let that old self of you die. You have to put it behind you. Similar to what Paul wrote, wretched man that I am, right? You have to really discipline yourself, deny yourself the pleasures of the flesh, and recognize and keep your eyes on the things above. Because if you're going out and you have a problem with something, whether that's drinking, whether that's partying, whether that's being mean to people, like in general, trying to always one up somebody or always make sure that you're the one ending out on top. If you are like that, or even further, it's like if you think that you're somebody that can just make all these different decisions for people because you think you know best, that's wrong. Like you're living a wrong life. You're not living a servant's life like Jesus did. What I recommend is that you recognize these things, these imperfections with yourself, and you learn to grow through it. That then not only makes you grow as a physical person, but that helps you grow as a spiritual person. Plus, if you have two choices in front of you and you knowingly pick the wrong one, you're denying God's grace, and that's a scary place to be, because when you're sinning or something like that, the idea is, especially once you've decided that you've changed your life, that you're going to be a Christ follower, when you go ahead and pick the wrong choice, you're then not walking with God. And that's scary, because then that opens you up to the consequences of the world, where bad things can happen that He can't necessarily protect you from because you just chose to walk away from Him. And that's why the last bullet point here is the old you must be no more. Everything that you did in your past, when you were going and you were living a sinful lifestyle, you must not do that anymore. You need to pick the right choices. Because if you don't pick the right choices, then you're not going to wind up where you want to be in eternity. Hell is full of people who said, I'm good, right? When Jesus was talking in the New Testament, He said that there would be people that would come up to Him and say, Lord, Lord, I did all these things in your name. And He's going to say, depart from me, for I never knew you, you workers of iniquity and lawlessness. You have to live differently. You cannot be the same person that you were. You cannot serve two masters. So I urge you, Christian, pick up your cross, deny yourself, grow, become a true son of God. Be a light to those around you. Help them out. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off.